You guys gave me a lot of things I want to talk about. A few days ago, I talked about a pilot in Oregon which gave monthly cash to homeless youth and found that after 2 years, 94% of them were housed. A lot of people commented other examples of government doing these direct cash transfer programs, so I wanted to highlight some of them. The Baltimore Young Family Success Fund gave 130 families $1,000 a month for 2 years to help those who were hit hardest by the pandemic. Importantly, another 156 applicants were kept as the control group. Among the participants, the average household income before the cash was only $14,000, with about 78% not having reliable access to food. Here's what happened: the participants were better off than the control group in a variety of ways, and that lasted after the cash ended. The researchers know this because they surveyed everyone, the folks that got the cash and the control group, throughout the entire 24-month pilot and 6 months after it ended. Food insecurity dropped and stayed lower. Credit card debt dropped and stayed lower. Employment rates went up and stayed higher. Austin, Texas had a program where they gave 135 households $1,000 a month for a year. They found that the participants' median income went up during the pilot, which was expected, but it also stayed up 6 months after the pilot ended, with the biggest gains for the poorest participants. Participants were more caught up on rent and mortgage payments and less likely to be evicted or foreclosed, even 6 months after the pilot ended. Before the pilot, 82% of participants said food didn't last and there wasn't money to buy more. 6 months after the pilot, that number dropped to 57%. In Michigan, the RX Kids program is a public private partnership that gives pregnant moms $1,500 and then $500 a month for the first 6 to 12 months of their baby's lives. It's open to anyone who's pregnant and lives in one of the participating counties or cities, regardless of income. Research has found that moms in the program are 13 percentage points less likely to have postpartum depression. These moms are also more likely to feel loved, hopeful, and valued. You guys also shared that the US isn't the only place to do this. For example, Brazil has Bolsa Familia, which is a conditional cash program which requires that families send their kids to school, amongst other things, in order to get the cash. One study found it had significant education benefits for girls, both in school attendance and grade progression. Now, all of this just scratched the surface of direct cash programs out there and the research on them, and candidly, I am not an expert. I definitely recommend reading more on programs like these or others if you're curious.